Hello, everyone. Yesterday, I played a few games. I lost three in a row and ended up winning the last game. But the three-game slide actually did dig me into a little bit of a hole. I'm currently in 27th place and 990 on the ELO. One of the first people kind of in contention to be demoted. So today, when I play, it's imperative that I play well. I win some games and bump this ELO back up over to 1,000. Now, I don't think any of the games that I played yesterday were really all too bad. I don't think I have anything to kick myself for. Played really good games in every game. They all went into deep round multipliers, and unfortunately, I just lost three in a row to get me in the spot I'm in right now. So, nothing I could do other than just play some more and hopefully win some games. Let's go ahead and get into the first duel of the day. Okay, we got an opponent here. Way for good luck. Apparently a rivalry. This is likely Vietnam with those red and white poles. They're driving on the right. I am going to go in Vietnam here. For sure Vietnam. I'm going to go kind of more towards the north. Okay, yeah, not too bad. I saw that kind of trapezoid-shaped pole. I didn't want to go too far north. It's a very good guess to start the game here. Okay, right away. I would think this is Kyrgyzstan. Don't see that. Kind of looks like wintertime. I think in Kyrgyzstan, you see that kind of more towards the south. Can't remember what city is down here. Yeah, I'm just going to place it kind of in the middle. The other pair goes north. Okay, and it was actually further northeast. Tiny chunk of damage to me there. I'm thinking Colombia. Just right off the bat here, but this is going to be Panama or Costa Rica or even Ecuador. I'm looking for a copyright. I don't really think I have time. The other player has either found it or hasn't. I am just going to go Panama right now without any copyright that I can find. The other player also goes in Panama, and okay, and it was in Panama, which is further to the west. It's going to do some damage to me again. Okay, up here in the mountains. Black car with this antenna. I think the car is black. Black car with an antenna, I think, kind of puts us in Colombia. It would be an option. Sun is in the south. Yeah, I'm going to go Colombia here. Hopefully it works out. The other player also goes Colombia, and it was, and it was seemingly slightly closer every single time. Okay, getting into round 5 with the multipliers, getting in. Extremely flat, white car. Thinking this has got to be U.S. Canada, even. Two there. I don't think it's Sask. I am going to go like North Dakota, though. Should be an okay guess. The other player goes in Colorado, and okay, and it was in Manitoba, so very good guess on my end there, doing a huge chunk of damage to this opponent. This is New Zealand. I see this possum guard over here. I don't know where. I'm gonna go in like the Marlborough region, kind of up this way. I can't tell the islands apart. I've even tried studying them. I just don't know where I am ever. Okay, and it was almost max north. I'm able to do a good chunk of damage here to this opponent. So we're battling here. It's getting interesting. White car. Very Mediterranean looking landscape. The sun is in the north. Associate these more with like South America. No, it's not going to be here. The person goes in Brazil. Okay, and it was in Chile. Very interesting. Okay. This is Germany, potentially. Beast, it's a B-style guardrail. I think you find them in Germany kind of going in like this direction. I think a center plank is fine here. Looks like they're looking for the place. They're way north. I don't think we find B-style guardrails up that far north. I think they're going to settle on a center plank here. The person goes in the north. Okay, they were much closer. Going to do some damage to me. Double the outside white lines. Blue car with the antenna. I think it's Austria. Slovakia here. There's goes Czechia. Okay, it was Romania. That is almost enough damage to knock this player out of the game. Surely this is Senegal. Can't decide if it's north or south of the Gambia. It's going to go out this way. The other player does the same. I think I might be slightly closer there, and that is enough to knock the player out of the game. Good game. 10 rounds to do that. Very good opponent. But that should be enough to kick me up over 1,000 again and get me out of this demotion period. Okay, plus 16. 24th spot. Okay, so I got a 2-game win streak now, which is pretty good. And I was kind of thinking back on that one round I went Colombia, and it was in Chile. I had an opportunity to knock that player out of the game there. For some reason, did not consider Chile being a country with a white car, but in hindsight, now that I'm thinking about that, I did realize that could have been an option. Needless to say, though, I did come away with the victory regardless. I'm going to go ahead and get into a round 2. Would not like to face that same person. Okay, it looks like I got somebody different. Waving for good luck. Township of Lakewood. Okay. Driving on the right. There's plenty of Lakewoods around here. I think this is going to be the United States. Thinking in the south. These kind of look like southern. Maybe South Carolina or something like that. For some reason, I'm putting myself in the South United States. No, of a Lakewood, Washington. This does not look like Washington, to me at least. Just looking for another kind of clue. License plate even. White license plate. Also a front license plate on here. I don't know if you have front license plates. Maybe this is further north. Yeah, I'm just going to go south. I don't think this is right. Go South Carolina. Can't read that area code. Maybe in the Midwest would have been a better idea. It was actually in New Jersey. That makes sense. Lakewood, New Jersey. Took a while for me to think through that, unfortunately. Should be Oman. Really mountainous. I don't know if this is going to be in the south or in the north. I'm going to go in the north. I mean, the whole northern coast is very mountainy. The other person goes in the middle. Okay, and it was kind of in the north. They were just slightly closer, so it's doing some damage to me there. Your pole here. I'm thinking Brazil can be an option. Maybe Argentina would be a better idea. Something's in the north. I'm gonna go this area. The soil is kind of red. It could be like this Misiones area. Maybe I'm gonna go closer here to Uruguay. I don't think it's Brazil. Yeah, let's go for Argentina here. I think they could have blue car. Hopefully they have blue car. The person goes Brazil on the information. Okay, Brazil actually was the better idea. Blurred out truck. Looks like we're driving on the right. It's ought to be Uganda, Rwanda, or Kenya. I can't tell that. I got to study these actually. I'm gonna go in this area here. I'm not sure where we see that. They go Senegal. Okay, no, it was actually Rwanda. So very good guess on my end. Just had it wrong, but they were able to do a good chunk of damage and get back into a commanding lead here over this opponent. Double white lines. We are in Australia. Don't know where we see that. Blue chevron, but it is very hilly. I don't think I want to do Tasmania. Maybe down here in Victoria. Maybe Tasmania is the move, though. Well, wish me luck, everybody, because I'm going to commit to this Tasmania idea. The other person goes further north, and it was Tasmania. Let's go. That should knock this player out of the game. No, it does not. I got excited for no reason. Very good guess, though. I went for it. I got it. Here we are in the UK. No, this is Denmark, or Netherlands, I mean. Gord. I guess anywhere is good in the Netherlands. It's a small enough country. I'm gonna nestle myself right out here outside of Amsterdam here. Is it too obvious? They were slightly closer. 110 points of damage. Okay, here we are in what I would think is, again, the U.S. I don't see a front license plate. Kind of leads me to believe I'm more in the south. This very green leads me to believe I'm more east. Yeah, I don't see why not this area. Let's just go for it here. See what the other person's thinking. They're also going to South U.S. Okay, and it was actually Pennsylvania. That's going to knock this player out of the game. Very good game. Okay, coming away with another victory here. A couple of very good guesses, bumping me back up to a 10-18. Feeling good about that. So I've got this 3-game win streak going here. Feeling really good. I think I want to do one more. Ultimately, I'm trying to bump myself up, and I do eventually want to get promoted. I do want to keep hitting all-time highs. I don't want to just get into the Master 1 again and then be like, okay, I'm done. I'm not going to play anymore. I mean, let's go ahead and just keep playing the game. Okay, got a brand new opponent here. Got to wait for good luck for sure. Got a lot on the line here. This should be Taiwan. Geez, don't really know where to go in Taiwan. It does look kind of flatter. Kind of just going to go in the middle of this flat area here then. The person does the same thing. It was much further south. It's going to start the game with a tiny chunk of damage to me. Okay. White car with this kind of landscape. I'm thinking Lesotho. Yeah, looks like we're in the sun might come from. I'm gonna go with Lesotho here. This is kind of risky, I think, but it feels okay. The person is thinking South Africa. Okay, and it was Lesotho. I had that almost spot on. Gonna do a really good chunk of damage here to the opponent. Driving on the right, double white road line. There's a Lidl over here. Blue car. Should be Germany. Let's go with Germany here. The other person also goes in Germany, and okay, it was further south. I saw the bus stop sign there. It's kind of what did it for me, believe it or not. Okay, here we are. This looks a lot like stuff that I've seen in Australia. My knee-jerk reaction was Australia here. Looks like we are driving on the left. I don't like Australia. Gonna go for it regardless. The person also does Australia. Okay, and it was actually much further north. It's gonna do a chunk of damage to me. It's Bulgaria with the yeah, that's for sure Bulgaria. Is there a name of the town? Kali Petrovo. Does it pop out at me anywhere? Yeah, well, let me just place the pin kind of in the center of Bulgaria here before they figure it out. They're also thinking Bulgaria. They're taking more time now to find the place. They're going more north. Okay. Guess we'll see what happens. I'm just center plonking this one. Trying to get through this round. They go more north. Okay, it was almost max northeast there. It's going to do a chunk of damage to me with the multiplier coming in. Okay, yellow center road line. Huge camera blur on this truck. It's like Gen 2 coverage. This is Mexico. The center road line here. It looks like the sun is in the south. Yeah, I'm going to go up in northwestern Mexico here. Not sure on the camera generation. They go Kenya. And they got it. That is going to knock me out of the game. I should have paid more attention to... Potentially, I got to look at that one again. That's going to draw me back down under 1,000, I think. Yes, it does. Minus 20. What was I thinking? Let's take a look at this. Yeah, I'm looking at this round again. Silly me. Probably should have paid more attention to this camera blur on this car. It would have been the truck blocked out, but... you know, again, I went Mexico thinking that I see this yellow center line here, and at least from here, this looks like we're driving on the right. I mean, this sign is facing that way, would indicate that we are driving right, at least to my knowledge. Yeah, I mean, Kenya here, even on the Plonket, I mean, it is left-hand side driving, so unfortunate loss for me here. But really, you know, this line and then this sign kind of did it for me, and I didn't know if it was maybe just a weird part of Mexico that I never really saw before, but oh well. I mean, I think that could have went both ways. Getting back here into duels, I mean, I'm under 1,000 again, but I'm not going to be demoted. I mean, I did have a 3-game win streak going there. Sometimes you just lose something on like on a round like that, but I got to keep that in mind. If I see that landscape with that really terrible camera coverage in the blur, I mean, maybe just go Kenya. But I mean, to me, at least the landscape definitely did look like Mexico. For now, though, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna end it there while I'm still here. Not gonna get demoted, but you know, just study and you know keep bumping my way back up further into 1,000.